The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old.
Rafinha! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Nakata! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Nakata has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for a runner. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
The ball is loose and the... Oh, what has happened here? Fallen! And one more try! Goal! Barcelona! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cafu. Bellingham. And Rafinha. Great vision. Granit Xhaka. Costa Curta. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. De Jong is always looking to break lines. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Chiellini makes the interception. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! It's in! Sporting are all square. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Just a quick reminder today.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And here's Nakata. Might be dangerous. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Gabriel knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Sporting finding their passes. Forlan. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looking to play him in. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's found real chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Nakata fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 25, Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 9, Diego Forlan. Number 11, Bellingham. Coming on the field, Messi. Number 10,
Big header! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Played into space.
Sporting really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Minutes added time.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Owen. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Sporting.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Cafu. It's run loose here. Van Dijk. Costa Curta. He won't be happy with that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Rice. And it's Royce. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a sharp pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Xavi Alonso. Scholes. And it's Xavi Alonso. And he was quick to react.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Villa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that has been clubbed away. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
Oh, what a mistake! Rijkaard. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. Xabi Alonso delivers. Adams attempts a clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is a... And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Knocks it out wide. Looking to go deep. Nakata. Sporting do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Adams. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, well measured. Cafu gets into some space. Terrific header! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And it's Nakata.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Fires it in low. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Eto'o. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
Nagatomo gets good distance on it. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Xavi Alonso. This looks promising. Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! The breakthrough strike! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful.
That could spell trouble. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. It could be Mbappe! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And now he has two. Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Xavi Alonso. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Forlan. Conte. And here's Yamal. And this is Iniesta. Yamal is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. So the perfect chance to get one back. Ronaldinho!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Caicedo's cross. And he's taking no chances there. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Corner number 2 then. Sporting are looking to go forward now. Sporting heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That has ended up in no man's land. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Sweat and the shot! Yes! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Hello, attendees.
Sporting absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Sporting will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Liverpool needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Forlan. Ronaldinho. Now the ball's gone astray. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Sporting have reclaimed it. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Ronaldinho. That's an imaginative pass. That looks a good ball through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Lahm. Lahm plays it in. He gets big! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries a measured ball. Cafu looking to penetrate opposition lines. No way through there. Forlan. Rice. Lahm. And here's Mbappe. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Xabi Alonso. He's picked his way through. In it comes. Cleared without complication. Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He has found the way through. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is...
He's had a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shapes to shoot! It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham! Cafu, well seen. Saw that coming. So what can they make of this? Still goalless at the moment. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Xavi Alonso. It's played through for him. That is good alertness. And he's managed to get rid. Van de Ven. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can... Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's good vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's going to go a long way. Rice. Mbappe goes for a shot! Goal! Sporting! The breakthrough strike! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That has been cut short. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Sporting happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution.
And the second half gets underway. Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. And he thumps it clear. What a throw in. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's had it taken off him. Goulet. Bellingham. Spread it left. Rice. Lahm plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Lovely. Now, oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No luck with that dink over the top. Goulet looks to get on the end of this. Van de Ven. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Alexander-Arnold really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here.
They may end up with some regret with...
Big chance! Rummenigge! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Sporting have it back and can go again. Can he get onto this? Mbappe gets into some space. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Van de Ven. Sporting clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Lahm. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for Sporting.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Mbappe. Scholes. Oh, that's well spotted. Adams. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Bastoni. Adams. Passing is crisp and sharp. Caicedo. And it's Valverde. Ball played for Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And here's Rafinha. There will be a throw-in. Nice-looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe! Goal! Sporting! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Sporting have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lahm could try cutting inside here. Bastoni with the clearance.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's Valverde. Now the cross. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's had a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Looking here to chip it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Look at the space here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And the through ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo. Tries to play it through. Scholes.
That's going in strongly.
Scholes has it in a wide position. Van der Ven gets it away. Can he finish? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
security staff
I think
for each
on the
player.
whole the team
Please
linked up
report
very
to the
well
staff
and has been
immediately.
organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Sporting have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Number 7.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Number 41.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Valverde. Can he spark a counter here? That's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And here's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. He's come in hard.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. Rijkaard. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Cafu. Sporting claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's a chance for a shot! He should have put that one away.
Mbappe really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Sporting have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo picks it up now. Now who's going to be first to this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. So that's it, it is all over. Relief finally, now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Searching pass he's played there. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos. Now Costa Curta. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Forlan. Roberto Carlos. Chiellini tries to clear. Lahm. Decent progress down the left. Lahm. And it's Lahm, looking for options for movement. Lahm has it out wide and in space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, easy pickings there. Xavi Alonso. Sporting do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Pickford getting this one clear. Scholes. He's in a great position here. He's on it. Can he get away? Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's Xabi Alonso. He's picked his way through. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bellingham. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Taken back almost at once. Can he get on the end of this? And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Sporting. Number 7, Batistuta. Number 10.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 23.
Sporting clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to...
Big chance! One-on-one! Chance for a shot! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Sporting have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Rijkaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means... And the shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Forlan. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. And that's really well manoeuvred. Danger averted for now. Not the most convincing of passes. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Short changes him with that pass. Sporting looking to pass their way through, and this is Cruyff. Costa Curta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He could be in here. Rice has found the net here, of course. Knocks it into space. The final 5 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bale. There's the shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Bellingham. And time is up. Sporting are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Rice voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strength.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defence. Luis Suarez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And it's Scholes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's Xabi Alonso. Ball driven towards the far post. And now they can spring out of defence. Makaleli. Now it's Batistuta. Messi has it in a wide position. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Scholes. Costa Curta. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Batistuta. Xabi Alonso. So we're still where we started right now. Mbappe gets into a good position. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe, and the shot! Goal! Sporting! That was a given, it always was.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cafu, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Sporting are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Hoeneß was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cafu. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Added time.
There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Sporting, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And this is Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. Scholes. Some really good ball movement. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's cut it out, played into space. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Cafu has created one goal already. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Pass just lacking in accuracy. A heavy challenge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Substitution for Sporting, number 10, Mbappe.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 23.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
14.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he is going into that little black book.
Johan Cruyff. Number 41, Rice. Number 16, now. Substitutions taking place.
Van de Ven. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Great vision. And he's onside. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Schneider taking charge of the dead ball. And that has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Luis Suarez. Schneider. 5 minutes left on the clock. And Makaleli. And here's Mbappe. Luis Suarez. Can he finish? Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Suarez receives it in a wide position. Scholes. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is as far as it goes. Sporting pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on...
Big chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Cafu. Rummenigge. That pass has been well intercepted. Sporting still without a single shot on target. Now, can he find a finish? He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Sporting present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The major moment in the game. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Cafu. Well read, nice interception. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shot could be on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here, showing good feet.
Sporting truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And the pass is intercepted. Scholes. That's a cute ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Neymar. Rummenigge. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area. Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Sporting grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Chance! And it's a goal! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Rijkaard. Sporting perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, cracking ball. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 2.
That's a sharp pass.
Number 38, Kravenbach. Coming on
It's
the
a pretty
field,
loose pass.
Number 13.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Number 16, Rodri. 4 added minutes. has
There's
been
a
indicated.
sharp little ball here. Lahm. It's a good-looking delivery. Cleared away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Cafu. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Rijkaard making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Played into space. And that's put paid to a promising move. Threads one in. Looking for a runner. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen takes a look up. And this is Hazard. And he decides to cross it.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Defending of the desperate variety. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it out wide. Big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Sporting still without a single shot on target. And here's Raul. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Sporting do have a chance to counter here. And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. Rice. Saliba with the clearance. Ferdinand. Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu, well seen, saw that coming. And it's Rice. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's Mbappe! Goal! Sporting! The breakthrough strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Beraldo gets rid without sophistication.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And Torres! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Sporting leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Saliba concedes a free kick for that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Searching pass he's played there.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Osimhen received... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Danger averted for now.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Azar. And he's there to make the challenge. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper beats it away.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Sporting leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Lahm knocks it into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cafu. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot could be on. Rijkaard pulls off. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Sporting have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Programs are available from stands.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to it.
There's the shot! Chiellini is there to clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's cut it out. Cafu. Xavi Alonso. Cafu. He is through here. It's Xavi Alonso. Sporting finding their passes. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Might be danger here. Real chance! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Dijk.
Sporting really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's away! And he's quick to get it clear again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe! And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution for Sporting. Number 5, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field is number 9.
And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for a runner, and he's worked it through. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Sporting making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Torres finds himself offside. David Villa, and here's Scholes. David Villa.
Sporting certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
On it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Right card.
Portugal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Sporting, number 14, Cafu. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot!
Sporting really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Ronaldo.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Crossed in again. That's a decent clearance.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Lam. Tries to play it through. Cross to the back post. Cleared away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Fernando Torres. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Cleared without complication and claimed it back swiftly. It's a pretty loose pass. Pull it. Sporting are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Mbappe.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. Saliba calmly anticipates. And that's really well manoeuvred. Xavi Alonso plays it forward. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
90 minutes is number 11, Sunil Chhetri. Sunil Chhetri. Sunil Chhetri. Substitution for Sporting, number 8, Xabi Alonso.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Sporting.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Couldn't squeeze it through. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Quarter of an hour played. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That'll be a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Searching pass he's played there. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the most significant moment of the game. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Gerard. Coming on the field is number 3, Cannavaro.
Played into the box. Rice clears it away. Played back in. Roll with the clearance. Lahm, he's found a way through, and across it goes.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Xabi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Chiellini. Cafu. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong threads one in, and he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos.
Minutes has been indicated.
Van Dijk. Now this could be a chance. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's having a go. They want to be quick to recover this. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I would say, Peter, that the scoreline isn't entirely reflective of that first half. There's been a decent ebb and flow. The penalty obviously jumps out as the moment, but there's plenty of time left to see things change.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So, third corner of the game. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Sporting get their fourth corner. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Xavi Alonso, that is good alertness. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Rice. Plays a sharp little ball here. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk. Great vision. Rice. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, that pass isn't the best. Goes looking wide.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a fine interception.
Sporting have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Xabi Alonso. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Mbappe. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Raul.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Van Dijk. Number 41, Rice. Number 19, Mbappe. Number
He is
23,
just caressing the ball.
Fernando Torres.
Fires it in low.
Coming on the field, number 4.
Nice bit of trickery.
Number
Lam
7,
goes on a charge down the left.
Number 9,
And that is expertly dealt with.
Number
De
17,
Michelis gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution
Well, they shouldn't be
in progress.
dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Rumen and the finish! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Sporting take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rice, nicely shaped ball. Rummenigge. Now can he find a finish? The whistle has gone and it is all over. Sporting have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely... Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked... Batistuta! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bastoni. That's gone for a throw-in. Throw-in. Barella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up and...
Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And he's onside! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Barella. Now it's Yildiz. Locatelli. Oh, he's bustling through here. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Batistuta. Hangs one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Batistuta. Zielinski. Now that's well seen too. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Barella. Showing great feet there. Aimed beyond the defence. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already promptly back underway. Bastoni. And it's Chiellini. Pirlo. Now it's Martinez. Locatelli. To Barella. Hernandez. Barella. Now it's Zielinski. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Chiellini with the slide tackle there. And it's Barella. Hernandez. And here's Batistuta. Barella. The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Locatelli. Oh, easy pickings there. Barella. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? DiMarco clears.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Çalhanoğlu. Half an hour gone in the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's skewed away. That's good play. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, to be honest, he thrives on this type of opportunity. Training ground rehearsals make...
Hello! Great football, shot and save. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Now it's Martinez. Nicely spread. Now it's Dumfries.
There will be one
Expertly cut
more
out,
time.
really nicely done. Barella. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Just a quick announcement. It is
Perfect
now time
result,
for our special
perfect
lottery.
outcome.